So here's a coyote, and as we scroll down here, it's got the start of shoulder mites, not as severe as the other ones, but it's just starting to open up. See if we can get a side angle here. You can still see there's some fur on it. It's just starting to rub, just starting to break the guard hairs. The rest of the coyote's not the best. It's a darker color brown there. So the market doesn't really want any coyotes like this. More work for them. They can use the bottom half, but this part here is damaged. There's no use to them. On the belly side, like I showed you on the other ones, it's going to be red, and it's not going to be marketable on the belly side. On the belly side, the top half looks good, but once you start getting to the chest, like I was saying before, you're going to see some red staining telling you the coyote's not healthy. As we go down right in the middle of the crotch, it's red stained and thinning out. See the hairs falling out, getting rubbed out. On the gross and on the back, we've seen the shoulder mites were there. As it progressed, if it got worse, the belly would get worse on the coyote. That's what I find generally if I come across them in the field. And when I'm being shown some, that's generally what I notice. We're doing a night check again, and this damn moose walked through my snare and bumped it again. Coming in here today, I bumped, well, I didn't bump, but I crossed a whole bunch of coyote tracks. We're staying on the road. I checked my couple snares here, and it's empty. I'm over at Glens. The wind's blowing. It's +2. It's 7 o'clock at night. All my bait's gone. We've got some bait tracks through here, maybe. See if our snare's still there. Oh, the ram's still there. Let's see. Yeah. We had coyote tracks for a second, and then they went the other way. Here they went, around the snare. So he's got that figured. Let's see what we got inside here. The lynx hasn't been back. Ran out of bait, and the lynx left there. Coyote tracks snooping around here. I don't know if you can see them. Checking out what's going on. So we're gonna go in here and I'll turn you on if it gets exciting. Well, a little bit exciting. My snare's gone, and this one was out in the open. Didn't really even blend it in. And it's one of those spots where if there's a coyote that comes through, that trail goes a long ways to the muskeg, and they cross the road over in this direction. Sorry, in this direction. Anyways, turn my flashlight off and see if we can get this a little bit brighter here. So, anchor there. Come around here. And we got ourselves a decent young little coyote. Looks like a bigger coyote came to check it out. We got one more bait, or not one more bait, one more snare in here. A spot between the two spruce trees. And we'll see if we got anything there, because there is some tracks that go this way. Night sets suck the video for you guys. So I'm just gonna go through here. And can't really tell yet. Looks like It might have got bumped, but they're going around on this other trail here. Yeah, nothing in my one snare. We've had a few catches, but it looks like they started going around that way. So we'll have to adjust here on the weekend. Warm weather for the next week. So I've got a bit of bait left, and I'm gonna start spreading it out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep going right till the end of the month. Coyotes are starting to break pretty hard. But I will go reset this snare where this other coyote was just caught. And that might pay my fuel for tonight. Man, is it warm. I'm just trapping in a t-shirt and shorts right now. Not really, but yeah, not a bad coyote. Maybe open a little bit in the shoulders, just could be the way the snare pulled. We'll see how fresh it is. It's been here a little bit. You know, he's froze. So that's good because I got a bunch thawed out in the shop here. I got a skin. So I'll remake this and we'll head to the next bait. Catch you at the next set. Let's do this one. Okay. We're going in here and I see an elk leg. It's an odd place for an elk leg. And odd that my snare's gone. But it makes me happy that there's a coyote right here. Coming into this one spot here, there's coyote tracks all over, and one spot looked like there was wolf tracks, but they didn't commit. I gotta go back around there because I was on the phone and I think I missed one or two snares I put in. But this is the third coyote in this spot here. Might recognize the bottom here where this is where we had our first coyote for the season. Caught it and it was laying there. Then the other one's laying over on this side. And this one's right here. And the cable's right there. It's all loose. Didn't even tighten it up. Right there. So we'll redo this one here. Check that elk foot back into the bush. And we're gonna go around the loop again just to confirm that we didn't miss any, because with the amount of tracks at that one spot, I'm sure there was at least another one or two that snuck in and might have them in our snares here. All right, I'll remake this and I'll catch you guys at the next set. Well, these are the coyotes that we got today. Should be able to skin them tomorrow. Got a smaller little pup female. Looks not too bad, fairly light. The bigger male here. Rough is still looking good. Starting to open up a little bit. Rumps aren't too bad. But they're gonna start breaking soon. So I gotta catch them when I can and shut her down in the next little bit, I think, here. All right, we're gonna get skinning. Well, time to clean up the yard there. Nobody wants the bird feeders, so we'll take it back out to the bush and feed those birds. These make great chickadee feeders. We noticed that through the winter here. The chickadees and magpies are all over it. Anyways, we'll get this out and the yard cleaned up, so we can start the whole process over again. Well, it's finally happened. This is what happens when you don't hook your ball on properly. The trailer came off. Good thing the chains held and supported it. Right?
Well, we got this big coyote. So, how to weigh it. This is the one we picked up today. And let's see what the weight is.
What's he showing there?
It's showing just a tad under 40 pounds.
All right, so Sunday we're out here checking traps, snares, and we got ourselves a nice little pup over here. So it looks like it was coming from this direction. Pinch point was right here, got caught, went over there and expired. Sneak through here. And yeah, got a bad little coyote there. Just give me a sec there, I'll pull it out and we'll take a look at it. Well, we got it out here. Not too bad. You can tell they're starting to break a bit, getting a little bit woolly. So we'll see how the rest of the day goes here, and might have to shut her down. Getting warm out. It's supposed to be +2 and 3 the next couple days. There's our snare. It's hid in and blended. So let's kick the trail out a little bit and throw this in the back and we'll get going. Just walking into our next bait here, and it's a beautiful day. Looking around, see some birds have been here. Not a lot of coyote sign, but the bait is getting old and stale. Oh, I can see the coyote sitting over there, hung up. That snare over there is good. And let's see here. That's there. There is still good. So that's one of the ones we put in here the other day. We'll go take a look at him in a second. It looks like he flipped over a log. And we're gonna go check this trail set back over here. I can see the snares down. Or maybe just a ram. Maybe a rabbit. Some rabbit tracks here. Or no, it was a moose. Darn moose came through and knocked down my ram. We'll stand it back up. Didn't wreck the loop at all. Just kind of must have hooked it on his foot. You can see right, his tracks right in there, and then he stepped right through. So we will remake this and head over there and check out that coyote. Sure, a different year this year. I'm not into trapping as much. I'm putting sets out and getting baits going, but not gung-ho like I have been other years. Not sure what it is, but I'm just up here at the coyote. Looks kind of a darker bugger. Power ram did its trick. It was tucked in right here, and that's its trail. Could have been coming from this direction or that direction. Tough to tell right now. But well furred, just a little bit of an oddity, or maybe it's just my sunglasses here, but it looks a bit more reddish brown. Anyways, I'm gonna pull this snare here because this is probably the only coyote that was traveling this single track, and we'll see where else we can stuff this. Maybe not here, but a different spot. Another bait. I was thinking I could use one, and at that last bait there, still keep saying it, I'm supposed to go back and set it heavy and see, and even on my one farm bait there, there's still coyote tracks. Okay, well, we'll pull this and carry on. Alrighty, we made it to our other bait. Here, this is where that farmer had dumped off that cow. And this is where I had caught one coyote. So that snare's there. Then the other snare that I had put in is right there. Nothing in that one. And then we have another snare. There you can see the ribbon. Nothing there. She dried up here Still have the two in the bush over here. And we'll have to go check. And then we got another ribbon here. Okay, nothing in that snare. So I'll turn you guys off here and I'll go into the bush and check things out. I have another couple snares on that side and then another couple snares on that side that we gotta check out. Hopefully pick up one here and we'll call this bait done for the day. Well, there's my snare there. It's not overly blended in, but it's caught quite a few kites through the years. But you can see off to the side here, a coyote comes, checks it out, and goes bounding off to the side there. And then over on this side, we got a couple coyotes walking. Looks like a coyote and maybe a fox walking down the trail. Just in this open section. And then go through the bush over there. And this way, we have another snare. Tucked in right there, but nothing in it today. So this bait's pretty much dried up. There's coyote tracks on the trails, or the truck tracks when you drive in, but not really going in here. We do have an elk head and hide and a few scraps kicking around still. The birds are pecking at it, but it's not going hot and heavy. So our next bait we're gonna go to is Glens, and that one we're gonna dump off some fresh bait there because it's kind of a steady producer, and each time we go there we tend to catch something or see some fresh sign, so we'll go freshen it up and then we'll keep that one active for another couple weeks because that always has a big pull for coyotes, that area. But I'm just gonna hop back into the truck here and we will catch you guys at the next set. All right, so it's pretty quiet here. We're gonna liven it back up. We got a couple deer we're gonna drop off, some roadkills. We dumped all the coyote carcasses off at a different bait in a different spot. So there's another ram there. Blake's just gonna dump that deer off, and I'll go check the other snares inside here. So we just went to the bait there, checked the other couple of snares, nothing. Like I said, there was no bait here for the past just about 2 weeks. It's just the odd coyote coming to check out if there was a bait active there, but I guess not. Anyways, we got one more bait to check today. We just dumped a few scraps there last time, I think, and more or less just on the 2 trail sets, and check those out. Then we're gonna go home and do a bit more work in the shop. Finally got all the coyotes out of the freezer on boards, and gonna finish drying them and turn them later today, and then we'll get other stuff lined up. I got a pile of shot coyotes I bought here the other day, thawed out, so it's either today or tomorrow night we'll be able to start skinning those. I'll check those. Got a bunch of work to do. Okay, so we ran our baits there. We only picked up 2 coyotes today, and they picked up 2 yesterday at the farm, and Buddy end up getting an elk, so they drug it out here, the hide and the head for us. And we're just gonna look around for trails a little bit and see what's going on. This is gonna be a wolf bait, but we'll pick up coyotes here as well. We got 2 barrels of elk guts, cow and a calf, and we're gonna find a good spot to dump that so they're using these trails a bit more. But I'm just gonna walk down here and see what I can see. Well, we haven't gone too far out of the opening there, and we got heavy coyote trails, and we got coyote poop. Maybe a wolf has gone through here, hard to tell. More coyote trails. Definitely a couple big coyotes. I haven't seen a definite wolf track yet. Coyote marking. Another coyote marking. Yeah, just all coyote tracks so far. Another good trail that's going to go into the back there. Can put a snare on both sides. I'm just going to check up here and see if it's a deer trail or coyotes, because it's a nice little pinch spot. That's moose track there. And it looks like a coyote trail there. So we can put a snare here. This is definitely more the deer game trail. So we got some options here. I'm just gonna walk this trail. I'm not gonna drive in here, because once I drive in, then they're gonna stay on the truck tracks all the time. So I'm gonna go back to the bait and look in the bush a little bit and see what we can see there. Okay, we're getting her set up here. He's gonna run into me. But we're gonna put in this little opening, the guts. And then we have the other stuff going here, so they already have trails coming around here. The coyotes are coming down our truck tracks here. The wind's generally right from my back going this way. So if we put this gut pails here, they're gonna get there, gonna wind it, a big canyon back here, and then this is just kind of wheels like this, and then it goes into a field. The guy's having problems with wolves coming in and harassing the deer and stuff like that, so he needs a hand. So we're gonna dump this here. So now the coyotes or wolves are gonna have to work between the guts and the hide, and they're gonna go through the bush. That's the intent. And we'll come back tomorrow night and set up a bit. Right, Blake?
Yep.
Right, Blake?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Throw checking baits tonight, January 13th. I had dropped off some carcasses here, and it was pretty smashed up, and we got ourselves a coyote. So this is our pinch point here, and there's a coyote. Came through, fired off the ram, backed up, and seems fairly fresh. I don't know, probably a couple days. Doesn't look like too bad of a coyote. We will take it and reset it and carry on. Super windy today, temperature, I don't know, -2, but it's supposed to warm right up, so I'm not sure what to do here the next couple days. Probably pull, I keep saying that, And this is what we got here. Okay, we're at our second last bait for the night. Looks like we got ourselves a nice coyote. Nice pale one compared to the other one we had. We'll just come around here. Checking things out. So it came. It's about a day old here. But a nice young coyote. Well, don't think if I'll remake this one. It's messed up a little bit. And it's quiet here. I'm going to start pulling these. Anyways, there's only 4 more snares to check here. And hopefully we pick up another one. But this isn't a bad one. And we will catch you guys at the next set here. The wind's really howling tonight. Just blowing something in and blew something over. Let's get over there. It looks like a young coyote, nice and pale though. This is our second catch in this spot here. Yeah, looks like a nice coyote. All stiff. So it was caught probably yesterday sometime. So that's nice. 2 coyotes here, 3rd coyote for the night. And the next bait we're going to go to, I don't have much faith in it, but I do have another 3 snares here. So I think it might connect. I like this spot, so I'm going to reset it because I'm going to come back on the weekend and probably take everything down. So give it a couple more days soak. And we will catch you in a minute. Okay, so we just got home there. Turned a couple coyotes that I had to turn there from the other day. These guys are still drying. And these ones hanging here are the coyotes we got today. This one's got a nice belly. You can tell it's nice and prime. Not a bad colored coyote. That one's a bit of a redhead. Kind of have to brush that out and see. But and this one here's not too bad. A little open in the shoulders. Could be just a snare too. I gotta comb that out and take a look. But we're wrapping, catching up on stuff. Got some on the racks. Gonna start to sell them, to move them a little bit. Some of these are custom skinned and some of these I bought whole, and most of them are mine from trapping there. So, and these this big guy here is kind of dark. Once you brush him up, he'll look good. And this one here's just needs to be brushed. All right, gonna head in. The journey today. On the way out, the brakes on the plow truck gave out, and so I was stopping by shifting down and putting the plow down in a couple of spots and just using momentum there to get where I need to go and where to stop. It was all fun. A fun night there. But at least we never got skunked. Maybe one of these kites can help pay for a brake line, and the other one can pay for 10 minutes of a mechanic's time. These here, temperature's gonna warm up, so I'm gonna try and smash these out here this weekend and get them back out to some awesome hunters. All right, we're gonna head in now.